Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to talk about how much visionless and unplanned Barcelona's board's transfer policies are, and how bad it is and how it's going to affect Barcelona. So let's get started. So guys, this is how Barcelona is going to line up for the next season under Ronald Koeman. This is the most possible lineup. So this is a really good and strong lineup, and I really do like it. I would suggest few more changes, like on the left back position. I would suggest someone else instead of Jordi Alba. But for now, this is how Barcelona is going to look for the next season. So we are going to focus on the attacking half of the pitch. So let's get started. So guys, as we all know, Memphis Depay has been heavily linked with Barcelona for the past few days, and we also heard that he has agreed to personal terms with Barcelona, and only the terms with Lyon is left. But there's a problem with this Memphis Depay transfer news. Where is he gonna play? Where is he gonna play in this Barcelona team? Because Antoine Griezmann is already gonna play in this CF position, so he cannot replace Antoine Griezmann. Because first thing, I guess Antoine Griezmann deserves a second chance. Firstly, secondly, he is a big money signing. He needs to show his capability, and we all know he's not a bad player. We just need to bring the best out of him. So I guess Griezmann is going to hold, Griezmann should hold this position. And moreover, as Ron Koeman said, to bring the best out of every player, they need to be played in their natural position. So this time, Barcelona's coach is gonna make Griezmann play in his natural position, which is the center forward role. And I hope, and I really hope that Griezmann will be able to give his best in this position. So if that's the case, why Barcelona is planning, and also even why Ronald Koeman is planning for Memphis Depay. I understand he has been working with Memphis Depay in the Netherlands team, but he needs to understand that in Barcelona we already have players who can play in this position, because Griezmann and Memphis Depay both are of similar profile. They are almost the same type of players. So why are you bringing in a player who are almost identical? This is just illogical. This is just illogical. And what was the board thinking? What was the president thinking? What was his idea? What was his thought about this transfer rumor? He's just going out and listening whatever the coach is willing, or the other people is willing. He needs to think about it. Even if the coach wants it, he has to understand why the coach wants it. I don't think why the Memphis Depay should be bought. I don't see any place for him in this team, because if Griezmann cannot play in this position, there are many more players. And as we all know, today there was an internal meeting about this Memphis Depay transfer. And over there, they were discussing about whether they should go for this Memphis Depay transfer, or they should opt for Ansu Fati to play in this CF position, because we all know he has played in this for false nine position in his career. So we need to keep this in mind, that Ansu Fati can even play in that position. Also, we know he has great pace. He loves to stay up front. He maintains that offside trap position, that line, and he can break through defenses. So we need to keep that in mind. He can be a good number 9. Secondly, uh, Coutinho. The second problem is with Coutinho's position. I won't say it's a problem. Rather, I would rather go for Griezmann's, because if we see Griezmann was the best with France and Atletico because of his position. He used to play right behind the striker. In the Atletico Madrid, he used to play right behind Diego Costa. So that was the reason behind his success. So in the Barcelona, most probably that place is gonna be occupied by Coutinho, and if not Coutinho, Messi is gonna get that place. So only place left for Griezmann is the center forward, and I don't see Memphis Depay being coach's favorite, being coach's wish happening. I don't see that happening, just not this time. So secondly, why is Barcelona's board not able to see that our main problem is not the attack, not the center midfield? The main problem with Barcelona's team is the defense. Barcelona has not got proper depth, and I'm talking about the uh, professional players, not the youngsters. I'm talking about good players who have made the name. I'm talking about them because if we see right now, this is how Barcelona's back line or the defensive line is going to look. Look at it. Just look at it. And then just think about it. Alba, he has been good for a quite long time now, but for now, I don't think he has that standard of Barcelona. I think Barca should replace him very, very soon. And for now, Barcelona has got very, very less depth in this position because if you look at it, there's Firpo, there's Miranda, and there's Akieme. But the problem is, Firpo, he has been really, really bad last season. Miranda, we know how bad he was in Schalke last season. And Akime, I don't know, but there has been rumors that he will be sold. But for now, I have added him in this backup list. But I guess he will be sold soon. So we need to keep that in mind because this left back position is really, really bad for now. And I don't think it's something which Barcelona should neglect for a long time. Then comes the right back position. The right back position, the first choice is Semedo. Semedo is a kind of player who can be really good, really world class, but on the day which is not his, he can be the worst. And I mean it. Because as we all remember against the game against Bayern, the 8-2 defeat, how bad he was. We need to keep that in mind. We need a consistent player, a good player, because for a team like Barcelona, wing backs are really important. Wing backs are really, really important because their work is to give the team width because we all know Barcelona's front line, the wingers, they drift inside. So these fullbacks need to give them the width. So it's really important to have a good, consistent wing back. So for his uh, backup, we have got Musa Wage and Sergi Roberto. But the problem is, Sergi Roberto is not going to be playing in this right back position because Ronald Koeman sees him more of a center of midfielder than that of a right back. So we only have got Musa Wage for that matter. So you can see the like how fragile and how less depth we have in this position. We need to keep that in mind, and we all know that Emerson is we have Emerson, but is Barcelona willing to terminate his contract and bring him in? That's the biggest question. So we need to keep that in mind. And then let's go to the next one, and that's the fullback, the first fullback position, PK. He's a good and experienced fullback, but the problem, sorry, center back. But the problem is, he's now old. He cannot cope up with the high pace football, and we all know how football has changed now, and we have to deal with this high pace football, and PK is no more that fast. So we need to change him too. It's hard. PK is a Barcelona legend. We need to keep that in mind. But still, I don't think it's a time for PK to play anymore. I guess he should retire and think of running for the presidential election. That would be much better because he would be a visionary. So for this position, the backups are Todibo and Umtiti. We know we are screaming for Todibo, and we want that kid to be in Barcelona and play and like perform very well in Barcelona colors. But the problem is this Barca board. They want to get every penny for this kid Todibo, but the problem is we won't be seeing Todibo this coming summer. I hope, I guess, because we all know he has been linked with Everton now for a quite long time now, and Barcelona is willing to sell him for around 30 to 35 million pounds. So I don't think Todibo is gonna be there, but still, I am keeping him because of this COVID pandemic, and I don't know what's gonna happen. That's the only reason I'm keeping Todibo in this lineup. And with him, there's Umtiti. Umtiti, I don't think he has got anything more left in him. He was once a great defender, but now he's too injury prone, and whenever he is fit, he's not that of a good defender. So I don't think he should be in Barcelona anymore. So still, he is our backup. Just think, he doesn't deserve to be in Barcelona team, and he's our backup. Can you imagine that? This is how Barcelona's backline is right now. And then there's Clement Lenglet. Clement Lenglet, I guess he's very consistent and he deserves his spot, so I won't change him. And for his backup, there's Ronald Araujo. This is a player which I really like because last season he has showed that he belongs to this team and he deserves his play time. So this season, I also hope that Ronald Koeman will give him his playing time and he will do really great, and eventually he will replace PK or Linglet in the long run. So I am sticking with Arojo. But just look at it. Just look at the back line. We don't have proper players. We don't have much players. If we are actually looking at it, just see, even with like non-deserving Barcelona players, we have such a thin line, such a thin lineup. Like, you cannot be competitive with this back line. You have to be more professional. Bring in players who know bas. It doesn't have to be big money signings. If we remember, Barcelona bought Felipe Coutinho for around 160 million from Liverpool, and for that they bought Virgil van Dijk and Alisson Becker, and they ended up winning the Champions League, and this season they ended up winning the Premier League. So that's the thing. We have to be mature. We have to get our plans clear. We have to think about what's our target is. But right now Barcelona's president is not thinking about that. That's the problem. Barcelona's president is visionless. He's a coward. He's a visionless. As Messi said, there's no project going on right now. That's the problem with Barcelona right now. Anyways, guys, I hope you like the video. I hope to see you in the next one. So like the video and subscribe the channel for more. I'll see you in the next video. It's Kyle Basa.